going on, guys? This is Gospel Lee with another book review. The book that I am reviewing today is called How to Make It in the New Music Business by Ari Herstand. For those of you guys who don't know, Ari Herstand is an independent musician who's been playing for 10 years. He's played over 500 shows, and he's most famous for his Ari's Take blog and Ari's Take email newsletter. I've been following his blog and newsletter for a long time. Just so many great tips and such great advice that he's shared. When I found out that he was writing a book, I actually ended up meeting him at a music conference. And I said, "Hey, Ari, I hear that you're writing this book and I'd love to review it for you." He said yes. This is that review. The book is absolutely amazing. I think that if I could sum this book up in like one sentence, it would be the Bible for independent musicians. And I feel that way about it for a couple of reasons. Number one, Ari breaks down this gigantic landscape of what it means to be an independent musician in 2016, and he kind of guides you through turn by turn and concept by concept. In the book, he's tackling a lot of concepts just related to an independent musician. And so as I'm reading this book, I'm thinking to myself, this is a great book for somebody who's just starting out their independent music career. This is a great book for somebody who is a veteran because it brings you up to speed on some newer elements that have come out, like streaming, and breaks down very, very complex things like licensing, sync placements, sponsorships. I mean, there's so many different concepts that are covered. I feel like each one of these concepts, he just really breaks it down in a way that makes sense for an independent musician. He just says, this is what this is why you need to know about it, this is how this can benefit your career. And there are probably, over 15 to 20 topics that he's talking about at length. It's an incredible resource for the independent musician. I would highly recommend it. I think this is one of the books that every indie artist should have, and I stand behind that just because it's well written. He's able to break down these complex topics and shed some light on them, as well as sprinkle in his own personal experience, which brings another dimension of legitimacy and realness to what he's saying, credibility, if you will. How to Make It in the New Music Business is literally, it lives up to its title. Like, this book is a guide on how to make it in the new music business, because the music business of today is certainly not the music business of 5 years ago or even 10 years ago, much less, 15 or 20 years ago. Ari guides you through it, gives you some practical tips and advice. It's an incredible resource. I just say get the book. He's got a pre-order going on right now, and so I'll drop that link in the description below. I would highly advise you to take advantage of the pre-order because there are pre-order perks that you won't be able to get when the book comes out December 6th. The last thing that I'll say is, number one, get this book. Number two, the greatest investment that you're going to make in your independent artist career is in yourself. Nobody's going to care about your career as much as you do, and nobody should. So with that being said, grab this book. It's absolutely amazing. Pre-order before it comes out on December 6th, and your career will be better. If you take to heart what he says and implement it, your career is going to be better by default. So this is Gospel Lee, another one of my reviews. Highly recommend this book. Check it out.